Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Chris Falling here. We're gonna go on with these gameplays for you on Shadowverse. So starting off, I already got a good hand, so I ain't gonna switch out right here. This game was kind of fun. I kept using it seems like I learned that the legendary fighter is good for spell bait. What I mean by that is, those annoying spells that kind of messes up your plan at some point in the game. Just throw legendary fighter out and everyone tends to use their spells on them regardless of how powerful the spell is or how strong that dude is. Like, I didn't even buff legendary fighter. For some apparent reason, people in D rank is stupid and they just pop spells on. By the way, I've actually gotten out of D rank by the end of this game. I mean, at the end of this video. So I am in C rank and I did play 8 games so far, so I hope y'all enjoy that because it's gonna be featuring my new deck. Watch all the way through and you'll actually see what, or get a glimpse of what it is. But anyway, at this point I decided to go for a good board control by evolving the Salvation Lion and taking out other guys, since dude has ambush, and even with Evo, unless he has a buff, he's not going to be able to take out the lion, so he had to do something like that in order to take him out. It's more like it was pretty much a guarantee for me. Now at this point I have to clear that guy out of the way. I mean, I could have just used the lion and sacrificed him for it, but I decided to go with this. That way I can use both the lion and my bunny to actually attack and even up the score a bit. So now we're both at 16. I still have a 6-6 on the field. He is gonna have to go through a lot to actually take out all of my aunts or whatever. I don't know why I keep calling them moms. I play too many games. But yeah, that was a good play right there. And then he did that, taking out my lion. But I still have a good 6 to attack and 1 to attack his life. At this point, I'm pretty much in the lead now. There's nothing he can there's nothing he can do. And then I'll just set up the lions just in case. But at this point, there's really no need for it. So now I just wanted to see, this guy's running a buff Swordcraft deck, I'm guessing, because I don't see why he would put all his eggs into this basket like that. Now I did this. Now I could have won, but instead I wanted to be real petty and use him just to take out that card, just to tell him that I could have won, because that plus those two would have equaled 9 and I would have had a perfect score. But I like my people to surrender, so he know I use that lion in order to have the chance that even if he clears the board, I can summon this holy lion and win the game. Ain't nothing he can do. But going on to the next game, that was like a real easy game for me. We're going against Dragoncraft, and you already know I hate Dragoncraft. The only way that I know of beating Dragoncraft, every time I've actually beaten Dragoncraft with the deck that they use that I hate, aka Cocytus, I tend to always have my holy lions already set up. So I wanted to prepare the holy lions as much as possible. So of course, let me get my 1 drop and get me that. And at this point I was like, all right, 2, I'm gonna get another card. Hopefully I can get what I need, which I do. I got me a temple. I got 2 Peace Weavers in hand, so that means I got 2 crystals automatic. And going on for the next thing, I could have actually destroyed him, but I decided to go defensive, and that way I can get me an actual holy lion crystal in hand and prepare myself for the next, for the setup. And also because Dragoncraft, I'm not wasting my spells on anything, or I shouldn't waste my spells on anything that I could potentially use now, use for a better future. Like if I have something stronger, I'm not gonna use it on a weak monster like that. That's, like I said, stupid to do that. Now he pops the Evo, so I'm like, all right, cool, that's a 4. I can use my thing. I can use it on that. That's more stronger, pretty much. So coming up, I use my prism swing. That also gives me a holy lion crystal. So we're at the we're at a good stage in this assault right now, pretty much. And yeah, there you go. Take that and I clear the board real quick. And that way I have, like I said, have a good setup ready for the holy lions. Ain't nothing they can really do about it. After this play, I already know that, you know, what's his name's coming up first. Coming up next, your boy Cocytus, because she puts up a neutral monster, probably the only neutral monster he has in hand, to be honest. And then he now at 9, so next turn he's at 10. Cocytus is definitely popping out. Not even going front or worry about it. It's cool with me. I'm just set up for the lions at this point and take out her since I can, because I can. Now I have a 6-3, and he's gonna have to, well, he's not gonna have to, but well, he's gonna run Cocytus. That's pretty much a guarantee. And if he wants, he's gonna have to clear him with the Evo, so he does that. Because I wouldn't want to get hit with 8 damage right now. Plus, he doesn't know what I can draw out next. So, but that's cool with me. Now he took out that much. He only got 3 health left. I pop Holy Easter because one of, you know, the little buff of the shield or whatever. And then take that out. Then hit 4 damage directly to him. And hopefully he doesn't have anything, you know, to clear my board, which he doesn't. He did have that, and he almost cleared my board. But then that, now I know that if he takes damage he draws a card, but I did not realize that if he's not destroyed, that's when he draws a card. So I kind of got a little antsy about it, so I used that to actually get a free lion crystal, and also take out his thing with banish instead of attacking it. But I could have saved it, but I didn't. But I don't care. And at this point, it's pretty much a short win. So the only way he can win at this point is by taking out my entire team and somehow doing damage, because other than that, I have a full team of lions waiting for havoc. Like, nothing he can pretty much do. And now I'm at storm. Now I have 2 lions, and the rest coming up will be storm. The only way he can do it is if he can somehow get rid of it, which he almost does with the demon of purgatory. At the start of my turn, 1 random card is destroyed. If he destroyed the holy lion crystal, I would have been in a world of trouble, which, since I was lucky enough that he didn't, pop 2 holy lion crystals, do 12 points of damage, and that's game. Fuck your Dragoncraft, fuck Cocytus. Hate them. Now we're going against Forestcraft here. And this is where things get a little fun for me, a little interesting, because I continue to use the legendary fighter as bait, and turns out Zealot, the Zealot of, I forgot what he's called. Anyway, the guy who destroys monsters for 2 defensive lasts on their enemy's field is just as good as bait, which I use an Evo for, so that they won't use an actual monster to take them out, because there's no point of getting rid of defense, especially for Forestcraft. That's a sacrifice pretty much, so he would have to use the spell to take out the Zealot. So I evolved him in order to make him do that, and it was funny. But anyway, you know, I go ahead and start out with the holy lion setup. He pops out a ward, so I use my ward and Evo to take out his ward and have my ward still available, meaning he's gonna have to take out my ward if he's smart enough. And I have a holy lion in waiting, so, and his move, cool. He turns him into a mother freaking fairy. Like, I don't get any more. I don't think there should be anything that gets any more pettier than that. When I'm like, alright, he's gonna use the spell to take him out, but he doesn't. He just turns me into a fairy, which in retrospect kind of makes it work, because it allows me to clear him. If he destroyed him, it would have been a different story. Now I have 2 Holy Lion crystals, and now I can just pop out as many of them as I pretty much want to. Use Legendary Fighter because I know he's gonna destroy him, because who wouldn't in D rank? Stupid. Like, I can see if he was buffed, but he wasn't. Like, that's the thing that's annoying me a little bit. So, the Zealot of Repos. Now that's the card with some apparent reason was a thing. Like, so I evolved him in order for them to, like, if he's going to take him out with the card, he was going to have to take some sacrifice, take 2 damage of defense. So I was like, nah. I'm going to see if he can actually do something in order to stop the Zealot with the spell, which he does, and turns my little Mitch into a fairy again, out of spite. I swear it was out of spite. And so after using the Zealot as bait, taking out his next monster's key, so I use the prism thing, give me another crystal, and like I said, I have Holy Lion, so got me another Holy Lion. I'm at 4. At this point, I don't really think he can do much to do anything, but I was wrong, because I didn't know what that card did. But it's actually kind of fun to see. But yeah, that was cool. He puts it back in his hand. I got a fairy, so I'm using my fairy to kill his fairy because it's fun to do it that way. And then I'll just attack with 6 damage with the Holy H string, because that's a more brilliant plan that just happened to have popped in time. And then I have a Holy Lion crystal in waiting, so even if he manages to clear my entire board, which is pretty much almost impossible, I would have that waiting. So now I just max on defense and run another Holy Lion crystal so that I will have 6 by the next turn. So even if, and my next turn after that will be 10, that means I can summon 3 Storm Lions in order to win. So I did that because I already knew at this point I'm gonna win, unless he can take out my ward and my other people and kill me at the same time, which I found very unlikely. So my turn, it's turn 10. I have 3 Lion crystals. It's time to use these Storm Lions to my advantage and win. That's 8. That's 12. And all of them will go in for your life, because why not?
Whoa, you're strong.
And that's the end of that game. So